Hey guys, Stephen Michael here, and today I am going to show you a $1,000 YouTube kit, vlogging kit that you could do right in your house. Here we go, let's just jump into it. Now, I was inspired by Caleb over at DSLR Video Shooter. He made a $2,000 video. $2,000 is a lot of money. $1,000 a little easier to come up with, so let's just jump right in and talk about what I have here. Now, first off, camera. I would recommend not a Sony, but a Panasonic G7. Now, yes, this is my GH4 because I don't own a G7. But one of the best things about the G7 is it is under $500. I found one on Amazon for $489 with a 14 to 42 millimeter lens. It is a fantastic camera, 4K, and of course you get a flip out screen with it. It is fantastic, and you can get them used for even cheaper. But highly recommended camera, the G7 from Panasonic. Next, let's talk about SD cards because why not? Because he didn't. And I go with the SanDisk. These are my favorite cards. I do not use any other brand. I will not use any other brand because every other brand has pretty much failed me at one point or another. Knocking wood. But you can get yourself a 64 gig card for $21 on Amazon. Super cheap, super reliable, and with the older Panasonic, it is absolutely fine. Next, let's talk about lighting and your main lights, your key and your fill light. I am going to suggest the GVM 480s, the brand new ones. These are what I have hanging in my studio right now, and they are pretty darn good. They have the plastic barn doors. They are Wi-Fi operated, so you can control it from the app from your phone, which is super awesome. So definitely recommend those. Now next, for a hair light, I'm going to recommend the Aputure M9. And yes, I know this is not the Aputure M9. It's the GVB PL12. It's the clone. Don't buy this one. Unless you can find it for 25 bucks like I did, but these overheat. What you want to do is get the Aputure M9, the official one, for 45 bucks. And this is going to be a very nice, very super powerful hair light. And you could even, dim this down, get some tin foil and wrap it around here, which is a trick I just learned. If you don't have black wrap and it's too expensive, use tin foil for 99 cents. And this is going to be a really nice hair light. And finally, for the background light, I am going to make the same suggestion, and that is the Bowling P1. You cannot go wrong with this light. It is fantastic. I use this all the time. It's super, super bright. Like, it can light up this entire studio on a light stand by itself. Pretty awesome, amazing RGB, amazing effects. Definitely spend the $159 for the Bowling. So, with all your lighting picked out, you are going to need some stands, and I'm going to highly recommend the Amazon Basic stands. These are quite heavy for cheap little light stands, and I'm really rather impressed. So you don't really need to weigh these down. Of course, if you do need to sandbag these down, you can, of course, buy some sandbags for 15 bucks, but then you gotta go buy an $8 bag of sand, or you can put some books in a book bag and weigh these down. I actually have a store near me called Five Below, and you can get these little weights. This is actually for my camera crane, and you can get these for 5 bucks. Tie a string around it, weigh it down. There you go, that solves your problem of having your GVM lights toppling over. But Amazon Basic and a very cheap weight mechanism. Next, we're going to talk audio, and for the audio, I am going to recommend the Zoom H1. I love the Zoom H1. I use this on my films, and I use this all the time. I use this for client interviews, all that stuff. 100 bucks, $99, you can pick one of these up, and then for 12 bucks, you can pick up this really nice lavalier mic. Super cheap, super nice. Attach this, stick it in your pocket, and go. And of course, if you want to be wired into your camera and you don't want to have to sync up the audio afterwards, you can, of course, just get a dead cat for this, microphone stand and a little adapter piece, boom this, and get a little $6, 6-foot wire that'll go right into your camera, and you're good to go. Some other additional things you could do, you could also get this, this is the Boya version of the Rode mic. it's a little cheaper and it works just as well. I use this again on all my media coverage and I use it a lot. And that's it. That is my $1,000 kit. Now, of course, taxes and fees and all that stuff apply here. But this is really a very cheap, very simple setup that you can do. Also, some other things you can add, which will put it a little bit over $100, and I highly recommend this, is getting a dummy battery for your camera and a wall plug, and that way you can just keep recording. So that's it. Let me know what you thought about this video, and I want to know what your setup is and what you're using to vlog on YouTube if you do. Other than that, if you have any questions or comments, you can drop them in the notes below. And of course, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and don't forget to mash the bell button to be notified when we drop a brand new video. I'm Stephen Michael Zach, and I'll see you later.